All right, so we're gonna make some crispy, thinly sliced eggplants. These come out amazing. So you want to start with a couple of medium-sized eggplants, small to medium, and slice them lengthwise. Place them in a tray. We're going to go ahead and heavily salt these guys to let the moisture kind of come out of the eggplants. I kind of massage the salt in, let it really soak in. You want to flip these over and then apply salt again. And then you're just going to go ahead and set them aside for about 20 to 30 minutes, letting all the moisture come out. While that's happening, go ahead and chop one yellow onion, one tomato, and we're going to start making the chutney for this. So this is made with mustard oil. You want to heat up the mustard oil. When the mustard oil is hot, you're going to throw in about 1 to 2 teaspoons of mustard seeds. You want to let those mustard seeds start sizzling, and then we will add in our onions, and you're going to add in your favorite chili pepper. It's a chutney, so you can add in serrano, habanero, whatever you like, or maybe nothing, but that will be very sad. Go ahead and add in your chilies and let it all kind of start to get mushy and translucent. Once it's starting to get mushy and translucent, you're going to add in your tomatoes, some salt. You're going to add in 1 can of diced tomatoes, 1 spoon of red chili powder. That's of course optional. And 1 teaspoon of tomato paste. And then you're just going to let this cook for about 15-20 minutes on low until you get this wonderful, thick, delicious tomato chutney. And you can use this for many different things. It has a mustardy background note to it, so really delicious on many different things. And it just keeps really well in the refrigerator, and tastes amazing with this crispy eggplant, which is also cooked in mustard oil. So back to the eggplants. In a bowl, you're going to add 4 tablespoons rice flour, 4 tablespoons chickpea flour, and about the same amount of cornstarch, so 4 tablespoons of cornstarch. Go ahead and kind of mix it so that there's no lumps. You want it really well blended. And we're going to set this aside. And then the liquid for this, we're going to take we're going to take about 2 teaspoons of ginger, 4 garlic cloves, and you're going to blend it up with some water. This is the water you're going to use to blend the batter. All right, so any blender, mixer, whatever you have, go ahead and throw it in with some water. Blend it nicely. Completely puree it so there's no bits of ginger or garlic or anything. You want it smooth. Mix the batter with this liquid, and you will need to add more liquid into this, of course. Probably a total of about 1 cup of liquid for this batter. But truthfully, whatever you need to make it a pretty thin batter. You want it a little bit thinner than a pancake batter, more like a crepe batter. So mix it up, no lumps. And then you're going to just let it sit for a little bit. While that's sitting, you're going to go ahead and rinse the salt off of the eggplants. So put them into a colander and then go ahead and thoroughly rinse off the salt, because we heavily salted them, if you remember. You don't want to eat all that salt. That was just to let the liquid release from the eggplants. Wash it all off, And then we're going to completely dry off the eggplants. Please do not skip this step. This is the key to getting the batter to stick, number one, and for really getting crispy eggplants. So wipe them thoroughly, and then in a separate bowl, you'll mix in 2 tablespoons cumin powder, 2 tablespoons chili powder, and 2 tablespoons coriander powder. Blend this mixture up, and then we're going to rub it into the eggplants really nicely. You want to massage it in both sides. Rub it into both sides really, really well so they just are super well coated. You can slice the skin of the eggplant on the edges and let that spice really rub in. All right, now you're going to take your mustard oil once again, put it in a shallow frying pan. I like to use my cast iron pan. You're going to batter it up and start to fry it. So the oil is a medium high heat. You want the eggplant to cook through. Remember, we sliced it thin so that it'll cook, but it's a medium heat. You don't want it very high. You're going to be slow and patient as you cook these. Also, leave a lot of room for them to cook. Don't crowd the pan or anything. 2 is maybe too little, but I was just testing at this point. You can probably do 3 to 4 eggplants in this cast iron pan with the oil. Just slowly cooking them, letting them get brown and crispy and crunchy and oh so delicious. Just kind of spooning the oil over, letting it happen. Oh my goodness, comes out so good. This is my favorite way to eat eggplant. It's a labor of love, letting these get nice and crispy, 3 to 4 at a time. And then you're going to serve it up with that wonderful tomato chutney. Enjoy it. It is so good.